Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. Sorry for all the lights in the background. My son's up, he's playing around, so I wanted to get my movie review in. But that's what it looks like back there with the lights on. This is by request, so happy to do it. I'm so glad somebody asked me, hey, did you ever see it? Did you do a review? Doing it right now. And, sometimes I have a hard time picking movies. This one has been on my list for a while, and finally today somebody commented and said, hey, have you seen this? I'm going to watch it. So I'm not sure when it'll be posted, but I'll post it tomorrow, scheduled for whatever. Two strangers who meet at a mutual friend's wedding have the chance to relive important moments from their past, illuminating the path that led them to the present and gaining the opportunity to change their futures. It sounds really interesting to me. I like it. There's a lot of movies that sound like to me. Rachel McAdams is one of them. I forget what that was, but this is Colin Farrell. Margot Robbie is in it. This is only 6.0 on IMDb. 13,996 people. The commenter on my YouTube channel said there's mixed reviews, so that's great. All right, because I bet you there's people who really like this movie, and then there's people who didn't. And let's see where we end up. What do we got? We got a drama, fantasy, romance. Sounds a lot of fun. 2 hours and 45 minutes. Let's get into it, find out what it's about, give you a better idea, let you know what I think. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. Thank you for the request to watch this, or, I get it now. So what I've understand is there's split, on what people like and people don't. And it starts off hot for me. I did like it. I thought it was very interesting. Stories about two single people who happen to meet at a wedding. Oops, sorry. And the whole setup is cool. It's kind of like Severance in a sense. I don't know. I got that little sense out of it. They go to rent cars, and the car, it's like an old 90s or 80s Saturn, and they get GPS in it. They force them to have GPS, and the GPS starts guiding them on this big, bold, beautiful journey. And so, and I think that's a very interesting take. And it kind of, so what happens is they start doing this journey together. And as they're doing through this journey, they're finding doors. They go through these doors, and it's showing their past relationships, whether boyfriend, girlfriend, family members, everything, every significant, not every, but a lot of significant times in their lives that led them to who they are today, more specifically on how they are in relationships today, right? So I love that concept. It's great. I kind of got like turned off a little bit when, so they're, why are you single? Why are you single? These two very good-looking people are together, but they're single. And Margot Robbie's character is like, because she cheats. And I'm like, oh, ooh, you know what I mean? And so there's a lot of that about that character that I just didn't like. And maybe because, I'm a different generation kind of thing, but I don't know. That's just, okay. I'd be like, all right, cool, man, whatever. But, and there's, when like, so when her mother passes away and she tells that story, it's like, oh, come on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That would throw me off. But the whole premise of it is you're understanding why they are single. And, they both can't be in love. Whether it's, they don't want to be loved too much, or they're more interested in the chase than they are the actual ending. The climb, as Miley Cyrus says. It's all about the climb and not so much the end result. I think that's the big piece of it. You're looking at these people who, have these opportunities to find life partners. And for whatever reason, because of, their upbringing or past interactions with other people, they're incapable of, being in a relationship for different reasons, right? And I'm almost okay with that. Whatever. Like, that didn't bother me as much as the backstory on her and why she's single. But one other thing that stood out, otherwise I like the concept. I like it all. People are single for different reasons, right? And, can you find that significant other one? That's what the movie's about, in short. But as I'm watching this and watching them two, who I like, both actors, I didn't feel the chemistry between the two of them. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain things that you can watch a movie and you see that chemistry and you're rooting for them to get together. And I don't know. I just didn't see that between them. It didn't happen. It was like, and there's one point, when they're talking about possibly getting together, they say, we could be, complacent together. It's like, I don't know. That's not exciting. That's not a big, bold, beautiful journey for me. So that I kind of didn't. I don't know. I just didn't feel it between them. Whether it's the actors or if that was really meant to be the characters are not supposed to be, you know, obviously in love because it didn't feel like it. You know, there was nothing that led you to that. They got to see each other's entire history, not entire history, I know I exaggerate, but a lot of background, like, like what they were like in high school, what they were like with their parents, so on and so forth. What things hurt them. So there's a lot of depth between what they know, but there was no chemistry between the two of them. So there you go. That's what I got. I think that's why everybody's mixed on this film. I could be completely wrong. I don't know. But it is the concept, the doors, the, finding out why people are the way they are and how do we move forward kind of concept was pretty interesting. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.